Hey guys, this is Kat's December Weight Loss. I actually should probably be changing that title. I guess I'll just change it for the month because, well, I'm going to be at this for a few months. Maybe more than a few. I get that. But for the moment, it's December Weight Loss and it's Kat's December Weight Loss. So today, despite having a day that seemed like it would be pretty good, it turned out being sort of not great for me. Um, I have this on days where I pretty much have nothing going on. I just sort of get a kind of a panic of not knowing what I'm doing, where I'm going, and I don't mean that in like a where am I going with my life kind of a thing, but just what I'm doing for the day. It's pretty frightening for me for some reason. And I had some things to do today, and I took care of them. Um, I got to spend time with a friend. We went out to Trader Joe's and shared products that we liked with each other and stuff like that, and that was pretty fun. Um, and before I talk about any more of why today wasn't a great day, I want to talk about how I have been doing a really great job recently. Um, because I'm trying to change my attitude and I'm trying to become sorry, my cat. I'm trying to become a person who is willing to deal with crap from the world and won't let it get her down. So I compiled a list of 5 things that I've been doing really spectacularly well this week. The first one on the list is studying for finals. I have been doing a fabulous job studying for finals. And normally I'm pretty anxious about schoolwork, any kind of schoolwork, and especially when I'm anxious about other things, it's really difficult for me to get myself to sit down and do it. But this session of finals that's going to be coming up next week, has been relatively easy for me to just sit my butt down and study for. I made flashcards, I've been using the flashcards, and I've just generally been going at it, and I feel really good about that. So, pat on the back. I'm going to get good grades this semester, and I earned them, so I feel really good. Let's see. So, second thing is, oh yeah, I've had a really good week sticking to my dieting plan. Really good week. I'm planning out things when I've had hiccups, I've gotten over them, and I've been doing this with a pretty clear head. Usually I get pretty emotional about weight loss, even though it shouldn't be very emotional, I think. Um, just because, not that it's not an emotional thing, but just that it shouldn't be. Um, and if I allow myself to get really emotional about losing weight or not losing weight or how many calories I had for this, that, and the other, and just getting really stuck on that, everything becomes really complicated. And those are reasons that I've used to stop working on losing weight. That it's just, it's sort of sticky business. I don't want to deal with it. It's uncomfortable. And I haven't been letting that kind of stuff bog me down. I'm really just putting it to the side. Like, if I feel anxious about it, that's something that's going to pass. I'll feel differently about it in, just 5 minutes. So I just put it to the side and don't pay attention to it because I know I've had that kind of stuff come up before. And it's not helpful. So I feel really good about that. Um, let's see, I've also been particularly willing to talk about emotional stuff going on this week, and I feel like I've gone about it in a a very tactful manner. Sometimes I'll get upset and I'll just be upset, and it can cause problems for usually my fiance, but for me and the people around me, it can be really uncomfortable. So I've been really good about talking about it and getting through it, and the results of that is that it's given me a lot of support where I didn't think that I would be able to get it from. I had a problem with my fiance earlier this week, and I didn't bring it up until I felt I was ready to talk about it. And then I did, and it went through really smoothly. So that's another thing that I'm proud of this week. The fourth thing I wrote down was making good changes in my mental state, and I'm particularly proud about this. I have been making so much headway in this past week. I haven't been letting things get me down. I've been having real difficulties, as I said, with a family member, and I've just not been allowing that to weigh on me too much. And usually that's something that really, really pulls me down fast. Oh, sorry. And I feel like I've been doing a really good job at keeping myself very level. And it's hard to do because I have a lot of anxiety about a lot of things, and don't do that to my glasses, cat. Sorry. And it's just not good for me. So I've been fighting it, and it's good. I've been a lot more optimistic. I've been optimistic about losing weight, even when I haven't been, and I've been optimistic about just most things. Telling myself I'm going to do really good on exams, even if I feel anxious. In fact, especially if I feel anxious, telling myself that I'm somebody that is a can-do person, that I am not somebody that just starts things and stops them. And that's like it's a theme that has gotten into my life in the past couple of years, and really brought me down on some levels. One of those is with my Japanese language, and I don't know if I've talked about my affinity for Japan or Japanese, but I am so in love with the Japanese language. I've been studying it for over 4 years now, and I really just love it to death. That's the reason, of course, why I'm going to be going to Japan in a little under a year now. I'll be there, and I have just been putting off really working on it, and when I speak, because I have less confidence. Sorry, I have to move this. She's gonna knock that over. I will stutter and I can't remember vocabulary, and it is a real problem. And I actually had a presentation for my Japanese class, and it didn't go very well. I mean, I got through it, and the topic that I had chosen to present on was a really good topic, and I felt like the vocabulary and the grammar I used was really great, and my teacher said it was a good presentation, and I really respect her word. However, I was so nervous, I stumbled through it, and made it not very enjoyable for the rest of the class to watch. So I really have been working on me feeling like I am somebody who is not giving up on myself. That I'm I'm going to work on Japanese. I'm going to get better at it. I'm not going to just go at it and then stop. And I feel like the more I could do that, the more it will infiltrate my life and the more I'll be able to actually do things that I know that I'm very capable of doing. And the last thing is I've been spending a lot of time with my friends. And I haven't been canceling, and that's really fantastic. And I think that just goes back right back into what I was just talking about with the not starting things and stopping them, not making plans and then canceling at the last minute, not gosh, starting a class and then sort of pittering out at the end and not making a good grade, stuff like that. I feel like I'm making good progress on myself this week. Now, all that said, I did overeat today. I don't think very much, but in terms of calories, but I did get to an uncomfortable point, and what that goes into is me feeling really lonely when I'm at home and I'm by myself. And you guys may be saying, well, of course you're feeling lonely if you're alone, but you know, you don't always feel lonely when you're alone. And sorry, my cat is really bothering. I'm gonna hold her. Ugh, she's knocking things over on the desk and disrupting this. So loneliness it's not always something that comes along with being alone, and being alone is something that can be really enjoyable. But when I am at the house by myself, and this was true even when I lived by myself, it's very uncomfortable for me, and I get anxious more than usual, and that's when I eat, and that's when I eat a lot, and I'm going to work on that. That's what I'm going to be working on, along with the other stuff that I've been thinking about and talking about. Shh, shut up, you're annoying. That's what I'm going to be working on, is dealing with my loneliness, and figuring out how to disarm it, make it non-threatening. So I hope you guys are having a good evening, and oh, it's 1:30. I'm gonna go to bed. Mishka, say good night. Good night. She's so pissed off. All right, good night, guys. Bye.